And let me tell you the very basic foundation of meditation, how anybody can meditate. Even a beginner who understands things a little bit can meditate on very first day. The person who realizes self, who am I, is absolutely free from all sufferings. That person gains a clarity in life. The person who does not know who am I, that person suffers a lot. So, are you ready to experience who am I? Eyes closed, straight spine. Gayatri mantra. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmatacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kratam Vande Bhagavando Punah Punah. Ishvaro Guru Ratmedi Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomvat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Sarvam Samastam Gurudeva Deva. Tvameva Sarvam Gurudeva Deva. Tvameva Sarvam Mama Devi Mata. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vitvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gently open your eyes, and all of you are most welcome here in this meditation retreat, and I will translate into both languages, in Hindi as well as in English. So, you must feel comfortable. Wherever you feel stuck, you can ask. कुछ भी दिक्कत हो पूछना, अगर कुछ भी समझ में ना आए तो, ठीक है? As a child, I was always surprised about many things. Till date, I feel surprised about many things, but some of the surprises are fulfilled because I got to know the root cause of some things. As a child, I was always surprised whenever I used to eat something, some sugar thing, some sour thing. I used to ask my mother, Mom, why this sweet potato is sweet? Why the sugar is sweet? From where this sweetness is coming? My mother used to say simply, out of this earth. And one day, as you know, being child means being childish, being stupid, I taste a little bit. There was no taste. I asked my mother again, Mom, there is no taste in this soil. So, my mom slapped me too and she told, everything is hidden in this soil. It has something else from some other form, but you cannot taste it. So, never again you eat the soil. So, somehow at that time I could not understand, and I did my graduation. I did my graduation in mathematics, English and geography, In second year of my graduation, I got to know the science of yoga. Then again I started to question everything. What is this? How this is happening? What will happen? At that time, first time I asked myself, who am I? And I got some initiation, and then by reading some books, those books were based on the philosophy of yoga, I started some practices of meditation, and then I got to know something about me which I never experienced. Actually, what is unfortunate, we always see everything outside. We always experience external world, always. So, the opening of our senses is always external, like we are tasting, smelling, hearing, sensing, temperature, touch, hot, cold. Every sensation is opening outside, but it has a possibility to experience something within. Senses can experience within, but we never try to withdraw our senses, and we never try to look at ourselves, because nature has designed our life in such a way that it is supposed to see outside. So, once I closed my eyes, sat for around 3 to 4 hours in comfortable position. Initially, there were a lot of disturbances around me. After a certain period of time, as I was focused here, where I have applied this red tilak, I was focused here. Gradually, I come to know that disturbance is outside, and I am not involved in disturbance. So, this was the first experience of separation, that I am not this disturbance. Disturbance is something else. Then after more 45 minutes, I got to know that there is no disturbance around me. I am quite comfortable, and I was limited to this body experience only. That was the first time I understood this body is not me, and that meditation stretch was very long. After around 45 minutes or 50 minutes, I got to know there is no wavering mind. My mind was absolutely calm. I was having only single thought, okay, it is absolutely still. This was the thought. After that, that thought was also gone. I experienced intense sound, light, and it was a type of explosion within me. It was type of bursting of something, bursting of some energy. I felt that energy here, and since that day, I can withdraw myself, I can be within me, I can experience the empty space. Who am I? I see that light, I listen the sound, the primal divine sound. Most of the people do not listen that sound because their awareness is lost in external phenomena. My awareness, or most of the people who practice meditation, they can withdraw their senses, they can withdraw their awareness, and they can listen their own sound, the divine sound, the sound of Om, and that is non-fluctuating sound. For many years I kept on meditating. I went to Himalaya, I lived there, and I stayed in Haridwar, Rishikesh for around 2.5 years. Then I kept on visiting, I was roaming around the India for next 3 years. In 2011, I decided to stay at a place. So, I chose Ludhiana in Punjab to work. For next 6 years, I worked there. Then I had to come back to my hometown. I went to MP. I stayed with my elder brother, and he is my friend from there. And somehow things were not favorable. I had to come back again in Haridwar. So, right now I am here. I have finished my PhD. I have finished my research work. I did my research work related to meditation. So, here I am supposed to give you the glimpse of yourself. I am not giving you any magic trick, because I do not know magic. I know there is a space where you can experience yourself. If you expect any superpower that I can see something, I have something extra, let me tell you, we are fortunate that we have limited senses. We are very fortunate. Suppose if we have eyes better than dogs, then our life will be filled with many complications, because the vision power of dogs are much more better than us. They can see in pitch darkness. If it is happening with us, then we cannot make our mind stable, because then we will take more and more data through our eyes. Suppose if we hear better than bats, again we will be in trouble. We will hear all those unwanted sounds which will make us uncomfortable. Like most of the people say, oh, there is no God. Okay, it is okay, there is no God, because most of the people, they give logic. We can't see God, that is why God is not there, or soul is not there. It is the blessings of God that we have very limited sense. Can you see ultraviolet rays? Human eyes cannot see. Some species can see. You cannot see infrared rays. In physiotherapy, you use infrared rays. If you have any kind of pain, you use infrared rays. There are certain frequency of sound below 20 hertz, you cannot listen. Animals can listen those sounds. There are ultrasonic waves of sound, you cannot listen. Many species can listen. Through our senses, we see limited band of light, we hear limited band of sound, we experience limited vibrations. As I think Aarti has seen the inner light, Rachna, you have seen inner light once, I think you have also seen once. So, all of us are practically light, nothing else. This body is outer expression of light, we are spiritual light, nothing more than that. Whenever we leave this life, we complete lifespan, we drop this body here, that light moves on to next journey. We keep on changing body from one body to another body, till we come to know who am I. Once you know who you are, then there is no need of getting into the next body. This is not philosophical thought, this is crystal clear experience. You will experience. In coming few sessions, you will experience your inner light. In past retreats, many people have experienced their own true spiritual form, but many people stop meditating after a few days. If you continue observing yourself, then you come to know who you are. So, I have a question to everyone. मैं सबसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ, आप कौन हैं? Who you are? Sam. And tell the answer experience based, not book based. Whatever your experience suggests you, okay, I am this boy, body, boy, girl, whatever you have experience of your own. How do you feel about yourself, who you are? And this is unfortunate phenomena with almost every being. गोपाल भाई, आप कौन है? सोचो, यही तो दुर्भाग्य है हमारे जीवन का कि हम पूरा जीवन जीते हैं और मैं कौन हूँ इसकी इंक्वायरी नहीं करते। आप किसी के घर में रहने जाते हो, आप इंक्वायरी करते हो, आप किसी रेंट पे किसी को किराएदार रखते हो तो इंक्वायरी करते हो उसकी कि वो कौन है ना, लेकिन खुद की इंक्वायरी नहीं करते। Who am I? We must inquire, who am I? And we carry some ideas, okay, I am soul, but there is no experience of being soul. Some people being told that we are soul, but we do not experience ourselves as soul. We always experience ourselves as physical being. So, there are two levels of being. If your experience is related to body, then you are physical being. If your experience shifts and you experience yourself, then you become your true being or spiritual being. That is called soul experience, self experience. So, yoga is a journey from body experience to self experience. So, this is one question, and let me tell you the very basic foundation of meditation, how anybody can meditate. Even a beginner who understands things a little bit can meditate on very first day. So, suppose if this phone is ringing, suppose, and you ask me whose phone is this, I will say okay, this is my phone. And if I am very compassionate enough, I can give my phone to anybody. So, whatever is mine is different from me. Got, Sam? Phone is mine, it is not me. So, there is a one thing me and one thing is mine. Like you are wearing t-shirt, t-shirt belongs to you. So, it is yours, you can give it to anybody. So, there is एक है मैं और एक है मेरा, me and mine. So, whatever is mine, you say, oh, this is mine. It can be separated from you. Is it getting? Every object which falls in the category of mine is not me. Suppose someday you are having headache, like Gopal ji has travelled throughout night, and right now he was having headache. I do not know the present condition, but a few 1 hour back he was having severe headache. So, he was saying, oh, my headache is there. So, he is identifying his own body as mine, my head, my body, I am feeling pain. So, there is a feeling in the mind thing. So, body is subject of my category, not me. Understanding the gap, me and mine, me and mine. So, we know there is a gap between me and body. I am not this body, I am having stomach ache, I am having headache. So, we know there is a clear cut difference between body and me. I am not body, body is something else, I am something else. We know deep inside, I am not this body. We move on further. Suppose we are learning, all of us are learner in a class, and teacher asks a question and you answer that question, and but teacher could not see who answered the question, and answer was very intelligent. So, question the guru or teacher asked, oh, who answered the question? Then brother says, oh, I answered the question, this was my idea. So, you know the mind or the ideas, this is not me, this is also mine. So, mind is not me, mind is mine. You know, I am something else and mind is something else. So, yoga is all about exploring who am I. Who am I? Once you know this, then you know that nothing belongs to you, everything is accumulation. The person who realizes self, who am I, is absolutely free from all sufferings. That person gains a clarity in life. The person who does not know who am I, that person suffers a lot. So, are you ready to experience who am I? If you have any doubts, any question, you can ask right now. Otherwise, I will keep on asking questions. Very intelligent question, very and very relevant question to this journey. She has asked, why God has gifted so many things which are not me, but only mine, like kids, family, husband, everything which belongs in the category of mine, not me. There are only two categories of being me and mine. It is very relevant question. So, let me tell you a story, but before that story, before answering your answer, I have just one question, very simple and stupid question. And this question is very stupid. Once you know the answer, you will laugh. You have to tell me only one thing of your life which have never changed other than Rachna, because Rachna know this. What has not changed in you? You have to name only one thing. You have not changed since your first memory to okay. You एक चीज बताओ जो आज तक बदली नहीं है. नेचर. जब बच्चे थे तो नेचर कुछ और था आपका. सिंस योर फर्स्ट मेमोरी ऑफ लाइफ टिल डेट you have not changed. You, I am talking about you. You means not this body, the observer of this body. इस शरीर को देखने वाला. अच्छा, your priorities might have changed, your likes might have changed, your dislikes might have changed, your body has definitely changed, your mind is 100 not 2100% changed. Day by day it is changing, every moment mind is changing, intelligence has changed, but the observer who is observing all these changes has never changed. So, can you close your eyes and experience what I am talking about? Feel the moment as I have told you to close your eyes. Who is observing the closing eyes? Who was there watching everything when I was open? Who is listening everything? The listener, the observer is the pure self. That listener or observer or the experiencer has never changed. There is no effect of time on that observer. But this is the irony, you keep on identifying yourself. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you think, oh, I am this, I am that. You are always looking yourself through the eyes of mirror. You are always looking yourself through some reflections. Now you have to look on yourself without any reflection. Ask yourself, who is the observer? Where am I? Okay, now you can open your eyes. Could you locate? Could you locate yourself? That I am not this body, I am just observer, I am just the traveler. This body is a vehicle. Now I am experiencing your answer, I am telling you the answer. So, there are three primary attributes of the self. The phenomena you might have not experienced or you may have experienced. The self, the pure observer, has only three attributes, otherwise it is 100% attribute less, it has no attribute. The first attribute is eternity. Eternity in Sanskrit or in our mother tongue is called as Sat. Sometimes people confuse Sat with the Satya, means truth. Truth can change over time, like this mic is truth right now, but this mic was not existential 10 years back. This was existing in some other forms, like this cloth. This was not in this form like 2 years back. This body is changing every time, every moment. Every moment, millions of cells are forming and millions of cells are dying. So, we are seeing the level of truth which is changing with time is called practical truth. What is called? Practical truth. The level of truth which exists only for a moment, like bubble in the water. It appears for a moment and suddenly it disappears. Like peacock dancing in the jungle. वन में मोर नाचा, जिसने देख लिया, नहीं तो मोर ने अपने पंख समेट लिए. Peacock dancing in the jungle. It is a phrase. जंगल में मोर नाचा किसने देखा? I have seen it. You can't see it because it has stopped dancing. So that is momentarily truth. But there is a one level of truth which never changes. That is called absolute truth. And absolute truth is God, which never changes. Okay. So that absolute truth is present in this body in form of observer. That observer never changed. Now look at you and experience and see the phenomena. Okay, the observer has never changed. Don't identify yourself with name Rachna or Sam or Krishna or Gopal or Vijay or Arati. Don't identify yourself with name, because name has been given by somebody else. Like your husband might have called you with some else name. Janu, darling, Saubhagyavati, Devi, Janwar, whatever you call it. Names are given by somebody else. So many people call us with different names. My daughters call me with something else, my wife call me with something else, my mother calls me with something else, and my father calls me Kutta. So we are identified with our name very seriously, but it is not our reality. So eternity is our first attribute, Sat. Second attribute of self, knowing. You want to know everything. This is basic instinct. You keep on questioning everything. What is this? How is this? हम जानना चाहते हैं सब कुछ, है ना? ऐसा ही है ना? जो भी हमारे सामने कुछ होता है हम उसको जानना चाहते हैं. What is this? So the very basic nature of every being to inquire and to know. So the knowing in Sanskrit is called Chit. Chit means to know. We want to experience. We want to know everything. That's why it is called second attribute, Chit. Chit means knowledge. Okay. So the instrument of knowledge is called Chit, the mind, the psyche. This mind in Sanskrit is called Chit. Have you heard the sutra Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha? If you have heard, no. So in coming time you will read this philosophy. This is the second sutra by sage Patanjali. Yoga is the ceasing of fluctuation of mind. So mind in Sanskrit is called Chitta. Chitta means the instrument of knowledge, the instrument of experience. So the Chit means knowing, eternity, knowing. And third primary attribute is bliss. You don't want to be stuck with sorrow or sadness. You don't want to be always happy. Happiness also gives boredom. Suppose your favorite food. What is your favorite food, Sam? Name anyone. Taco. If I keep on giving you taco for consecutive 90 days, would it be a torture or not? Torture. So whatever you feel as a source of happiness, मतलब आपको गुलाब जामुन पसंद है, अगर मैंने गुलाब जामुन आपको 4 खिला दिए तो चौथा गुलाब जामुन आप टेस्ट से नहीं खाओगे. गुलाब जामुन टॉर्चर. और 5वां खिला दिया आप कहोगे मेरे से पैसे ले लो, 5वां गुलाब जामुन नहीं खाओगे. तो जिस चीज में हम सुख मान रहे हैं ना, तो कंटिन्यूटी में सुख से भी हम आइडेंटिफाई नहीं होना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि सुख भी बंधन लगता है हमको. आप जिंदगी में कई बार एक्सपीरियंस किए होंगे कि सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है और आप कहते हो समथिंग इज मिसिंग. व्हेन एवरीथिंग इज गोइंग फाइन, एब्सोल्युटली हैप्पी, even then you do not relate or identify yourself with happy state, with happy happenings. You can enjoy for some time, and I have seen it closely. If there is any marriage function in the family, during the marriage function it is a moment of happiness in their life. Few family members starts getting bored. They do not identify themselves with ongoing happiness. That's why there are few beings known as फूफा, जीजा, बुआ, मौसी. वो अपना मुंह कभी भी फुला लेते हैं. Whatever there is happy moment or sad moment, you do not want to identify themselves 100%, because there is third possibility of self, that is called bliss. The state of bliss is free from happiness and suffering. Suffering is called dukkha, happiness is called sukha, pleasures are called sukha. So self does not really relate to pleasure or suffering. So the beyond pleasure and suffering, it is called anand, bliss. Suppose if Sam is coming in a very chilly winter night and he is wearing very cozy warm jacket, one very nice woolen shawl, it is keeping him very warm, and it is very chilly night, extreme chill, and his hotel or room is just 1.5 kilometers away from the point where he got to know, oh, there is a roadside person who is extremely shivering out of cold and he is not having sufficient clothes, and tonight that person will die because of hypothermia. So what Sam decide? Sam take out his shawl, take out his jacket and give it to that needy person. Right now that person is cozy and comfortable and safe from the hypothermia, but Sam is experiencing chill. But he is not regretting the decision. Although on physical level it could be painful, momentarily it is painful, but deep inside Sam knows I have done the right thing. So physically he is untouched by pain or suffering, although he is experiencing. And on psychic level, the pain is pinching. Oh, there is chilly winter. Okay, it is just a matter of 500 meters more. Keep on walking. You will not die, Sam. Convincing himself. And once you reach home, your room, even after 1 year, you can remind of this incident and you can smile very gently. Is this true? So this decision is act of bliss. You cannot chase bliss while you are trying to satisfy yourself. You can chase bliss once you give happiness to others. दूसरों को सुख देकर आनंद मिलता है, खुद को सुख पाने के चक्कर में कभी आनंद नहीं मिलता. आनंद का स्वभाव ऐसा है. तो so in Indian thought process, in ancient India, there were two kinds of beings, one were called Devatas, gods, and one sect was called Daitya, Rakshasa, means those who were trying to snatch from others, those were called devils. So, who are divine beings? Who offer to someone else, those are divine, and who try to snatch from others, those are devils. So, until unless we offer something to others, once we offer something, we experience divine. That is why I always say there are 3 stages of life. One stage is learning, second stage is earning, and third stage is returning. You keep on learning, you keep on earning. If you do not return, you will not feel satisfied in life. Once you start returning, then you become divine, you become the medium of divine, then your life circle completes. So, third stage is bliss, eternity, timelessness, knowing and bliss. These are your 3 primary attributes. But now your experience starts where you had no physical experience. You were pure spiritual being, not in this body, pure spiritual being. Million years back, you and me, all of us are roaming around this universe in form of light. Very soon you will see that light. Don't worry, right now you may be feeling sleepy, you may be feeling little bit lazy, exhausted, but don't worry, it will be paid. So, have patience. So, I am telling you a story about your own past, about our collective past. There was a time when we were not in this physical realm, we were in spiritual realm where we were having only that light form, speck of light, spark of light. We were roaming this whole universe. Only 3 attributes: eternity, so no tension of life and death. Knowing, we were knowing everything, clarities, everything we were clear. And third thing, bliss, there was no experience of suffering and pain. We were in ecstasy always. But someday, we saw a huge building, shining lights, disco lights were going on. So, we asked, oh, what is this? So, some of our friends, all of us, okay, let us go there, let us see what is happening. So, we went inside that building. It was a huge building in space, and we asked, oh, what is going on? So, the receptionist was sitting there. The beautiful receptionist told us, okay, it is a launch event of a video game launched by creator, made by creator. Creator means God. So, God has made a video game. This video game is known as physical reality. Do you want to play it? We said, yes, I want to play it, because video games are always exciting things. So, okay, go in line. So, there was a long queue of souls. Every soul is waiting for its turn. So, we were also in the queue after some time, because we were not restricted by the time. So, within no time, our turn came. So, when our turn came, the beautiful receptionist, that is Yogamaya, the Divine Mother, that gave us a contract paper. On that contract paper, there were 3 conditions. When you install any app or game, there are certain terms and conditions. You need to agree with those conditions, only then you can use that app, application, software, or whatever you want to use it. So, there were 3 conditions to experience this game. The first condition was, if you want to play this game, you have to be the part of this game. Understood? Sam, understood? If you want to play this game, you have to be the part of this game. This is the first condition. The second condition was, once you enter into this game, you will forget what you were. So, we have forgotten our source, we are disconnected from our source, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस सेकेंड कंडीशन. आपको समझ आ रहा है? मेरे साथ ही हैं. So third condition was scary. The third condition says once you enter into this game, you cannot quit in between, you have to finish the game. That was the scary one. But somehow we signed, okay, accepted all the three conditions, then we were kicked from there and we came down to this material experience. So this is our material game, physical game. We are stuck here because this is our choice. We wanted to experience this physical game, this physical realm. And why we do not remember our source? Because we have signed a legal document over there कि we will forget our true source. Till we are physically aware, we may not remember our source. But there are certain clauses always. If there is a law, there is always a window, secret window through which you can escape. So, I will share those secret windows with you. And third, until unless we reach the end of this game, we cannot quit in between. We have to come again and again and again. As rest of the every game, this physical reality game is also divided into two parts, part 1, part 2. Part 1 is divided into 4 stages. The first stage is infant stage, second stage is kid stage, third stage is youth stage, and fourth stage is mature stage. These are the 4 stages of part 1. Got it? The second, it has 3 stages: practitioner, balanced, and master. Okay, I will explain it later. So, I am talking about being infant, not on body level, on soul level. I am talking about at the stage of kid, not physically, but at soul level. So, being infant means बच्चे का स्वाभाविक गुण क्या है? Infant is always hungry. Whenever there is a infant, infant means from birthday to 2 years, the baby is called infant. When definitely baby can't speak, oh mom, I am hungry, give me milk, give me food. Infant cannot speak in words. So what is the expression of his hunger? How infant expresses he or she is hungry? No, crying. Infant cries. Wah, wah, wah. Mother understands, oh, my baby is hungry. So mother feeds something, milk or anything, whatever suits according to the age. So now you observe throughout your life, you might have seen many people, they keep on complaining and crying about their life. They are always worried about their hunger. लोग भूख के बारे में ही सोचते हैं, भूख के कारण ही रोते हैं. ऐसे लोग हैं आपकी जानकारी में? Sam, have you observed this? That most of the people, not billions, even you can think in millions of people are worried about only food. They are putting all the efforts to earn bread. Once they earn bread, they eat and they quietly sleep. So the purpose of their life is to earn a bread. People can become beggar, or they can become farmer, they can become laborer, they can do any job only to earn money so that they can saturate their hungers. Got this point? So one person in one life can understand hunger in form of being beggar. Throughout life, person might beg, oh give me money, give me food, give me money, give me food. Life finished, death comes, body drops. As physical experience drops, suddenly you remember, oh, why you are here? Okay, this is the game. I am into a game. So what stage? Oh, I am into infant stage. At this stage, what I have to learn? Oh, I have to learn how to saturate hunger. So you design your next life. Okay, in next life I will be a farmer, I will earn money and I will saturate my hunger. मैं भूख को अब अगले किसान बन के देखता हूँ. Next life you are farmer, some ups and downs, life finished. Again you remember, oh, in this game, what am I doing? Okay, I am in this level, I am learning, I am experiencing. What will be next lifetime? Okay, next lifetime I will be a thief. I will put knives into the stomachs of others. I will loot. I will earn and learn. So next lifetime, some good, some bad, some good, some bad. Hundreds of lifetimes goes. Then you come to understand, okay, I have understood each and every aspect of hunger. Nature understands and nature promotes you to the next level. Now soul enters next level, it is called kid level. Once soul enters kid level, now kid starts from 3 age, now kid can speak. So kid is running away from food, mother is taking bowl of food, running after, chasing the kid. Oh, my baby, eat some food. Kid is not worried about food. Kid is worried about balloons. Kid is worried about colorful objects. Kid is worried about entertainment toys. Now you again observe your life. You might have seen many people who are not worried about food. They are taking less food to remain in shape, but they are chasing entertainment. People are running after gadgets, mobile phone, technology, robots, clubs, Facebook, virtual friendship, travel, tours. What they are chasing? They are chasing entertainment. They are chasing colors of life, because these souls have entered into the second stage of first part of game, physical reality, that is kid stage. Kid means not bodily kid. On a spiritual level, many people are kid. People are chasing entertainment. People are going to movies and theaters, watching cricket only to feel entertained. In one lifetime, some people do drugs to seek entertainment. People go to clubs to seek entertainment, do friendship, to relationships, just to entertain themselves. Once as death knocks, death comes. Once you free from the clutches of this body experience, suddenly you remember, oh, what am I doing? Okay, I am chasing entertainment. So 2, 3, 5, 50, 100 lifetime goes, and you understand each and every aspect of entertainment. Now nature shifts you, promote you to the third level, that is youth level. Youth, अब जवान हो गए, पहले बच्चे थे बिल्कुल शिशु, फिर बच्चा, now you have turned youth. So being youth, if you see any 16, 17, 18, 19 teenager to 35, 40 till 40, people are trying to attract other person. If there is a girl, trying to impress others. If there is a boy, trying to impress others. So there are people who are trying to influence others, can be considered as youth. So some people try to influence with their power, muscle power, political power, intelligence power. So the core of being youth means influencing others. Some people can influence with their beauty. Okay? So in one lifetime, you might be a beautiful girl, you can attract many, you can muscular man, you can attract many, you can be a good politician, bad politician, terrorist, all of these are influencing others. So again, 2, 5, 10, 100, 200 lifetimes gone, you understood the very basic nature of influencing others. You understood each and everything of influencing others. Every time death is coming, knocking you down, you are freeing from the body and you are designing your next life. Okay, what I am supposed to do in next life? Sometimes you do a club party. How? Okay, now we are 5 or 10 soul friends. Okay friend, I am supposed to experience power, but At the same time, I want to experience powerlessness. So, some of people think that their child somehow incapable, because we are experiencing powerlessness also. Sometimes we ourselves feel very powerless. So, it is our journey with the help of our family, relations, husband, wife are poking each other all the time. Why? Because they are helping us to experience certain phase of life, certain emotion. Like, if you want to understand anger, anger can be understood very easily with your partner. In India, it is very common. We keep on poking each other. Oh, you are doing this wrong. Oh, no, you don't know anything. I know everything, you know. So, this keeps on happening. But as this phase also passes, you come to the mature stage. Once a person is mature on a spiritual level, that person is not concerned about food, that person is not concerned about looks, that person is not worried about money and accumulation, that person is sincerely concerned, who am I? The person wants to know what is my journey, why I am here. When I was kid, I always regret this question. But somehow I ask. I remember this question very clearly. When I was very young, around 6 or 7, one day I asked my mother, Mom, from where I came? 2, 3 senior people were sitting. My mother could not answer me because the process of birth is definitely biological. And in some conservative society, people are not supposed to speak about biological aspects. So, my mother told me, I have picked you up from a dustbin. Suddenly, I became detached from my mother, because I could understand she is not my mother. I was only 6 years old. I did not know the process of biology. I did not know anything about society, but I could understand she is not my mother. And till the age of 14, I was in an illusion that my mother is somewhere else, my father is somewhere else, someday I will search. In 9th class, I got to know the biological process in my textbook. Then I come to know, okay, this was the reason my mom has lied to me, because this is considered as taboo, speaking in public. Then my doubt gone. But whole time I was asking myself, who am I? From where I came? And these years I was asking myself, who am I, from where I came, who am I, from where I came? It gave me a deeper insight of myself. That insight helped me in meditation when I came into the spiritual practices. So, all the emotional torture gave me profit while I was doing meditation in later stage. Most of the people do not think who they are, from which source they have come, why they are here, what is the purpose of life. But as a kid, my whole childhood went into this question because of my one stupid question, from where I came. Seriously, this is real incident. My mother always tell this example to everyone right now. Oh, when he was young, he asked me, from where he came, कैसे पैदा हुआ, इसको मैं क्या बताती, तो बता दिया, इसको घूरे से उठा लाई. घूरा तो जानते हो आप. So this was real and funny part. So mature beings ask themselves who they are, why they are here, what is the purpose of their life. Once you are sincere enough with these questions, the part 1 of this material journey finishes. You are promoted to part 2. Physical reality game is finished, you are upgraded to part 2, that is called spiritual reality. Understood? The spiritual reality is divided into 3 segments. Hello, what is your name? Neha. Are you with me, Neha? So, the first stage of spiritual reality is called sadhak. Sadhak. In the first stage of spiritual seeking, we try to create a balance in body, mind and breath. Once we are learning how to balance body, mind and breath, this stage is called sadhak stage. So, some people practice yoga, some people do mantra chanting, some people do nama kirtan, some people do asana, some people do deep meditation, some people do selfless service, some people do duties. So, there are many ways of creating a balance between body, mind and breath. So, everyone uses a smartphone, you also uses a smartphone, everyone has it. So, there are three basic components of a smartphone: body with inbuilt softwares. Okay? Second thing is battery, power backup, and third thing is SIM, the network you use, any company, network provider company you use. These are three basic components of this internet technology or mobile phone technology. You put SIM in the mobile phone and you switch on, the fourth thing appears, that is network itself. Can you see the network? Hello? Nobody can see network, nobody can experience network with physical senses, but network is working within the cell and it is all pervasive. Network is always there around the mobile phone, that is why it is working. In the same way, once we create a balance between body, mind and breath, the fourth experience happens, it is experience of self. Self. If your body is dominant, then you cannot experience self. If your mind is dominant, you cannot experience self. If your breath is restless, you cannot experience self. Once you create a harmony between body, mind and breath, it is called yogic state. Then you experience yourself. Who am I? So, the period of learning this balance is called sadhak or learner or practitioner. Once you create balance, when you know how to balance this body, mind and breath work, then you are shifted or entitled as sadhu. Sadhu means the person who is balanced enough. And once there is perfect harmony between your body, mind and breath, you know who you are. Now you are a sage, you are a sadhu, you are a monk. Okay? You know your truth, you are free from the physical reality. Now you remember your source. First time within living experience, you experience your source because you are free from physical body other than death. So, the deep meditative stage is a state of death. Once you are in deep meditation, it means you are dead physically. You are free from the physical clutches. As you enter into state of meditation, you come to remember your source. Okay, I am from there. And you are conscious, you are in this body. So, you come to meet your divine being, divine father, heavenly father or mother. You come to see that. Then you ask question to God. Oh God, you have pushed me here, you have pushed me in this realm. I have suffered so many lifetime, thousands of lifetime have gone. Now I want to finish, I want to come back. God says, okay, you are most welcome. God hugs us, kisses us, and God says, oh Chitragupt, take out his file. So, Chitragupt is a deity in our yogic scriptures. It is called a chartered accountant. You know the concept of chartered accountant, who keeps record of everything in companies. So, our own deep unconscious mind is Chitragupt. It is an accountant who monitor each and every good and bad deed and makes account, memory of it. So, we have track record of every lifetime. Once you see the divine, once we meet divine, then those all samskaras, all the past memory, all the past life impressions comes on surface. God says, dear Rachna, you can come, But there is some simple obstruction. What is this, God? You have to finish all these past memory life. You have to finish all these samskaras. As I have sent you pure, once you become pure, then you can come back to the source, because this is the finishing part. Then Rachana starts to scream, oh God, this is cheating again with me. After so many thousands of lifetime I could come here, now you are saying you come back and finish all these samskaras. How is this possible? How can I wash away all these memories? So God gave us a simple trick. Sam, listen this carefully. Most of the people are carrying their past life impressions. There is a shortcut to wash away all the past life memories, and this is very practical thing. Suppose if any bad situation comes to us, we will not respond negatively. We will take it as a grace of God. Suppose if any positive thing is happening to us, it will considered as a grace of God, act of God, will of God. Then we are free from the clutches of ups and downs. We will remain silent, we will remain inactive, but we will function with awareness. So, functioning with awareness and seeking every ups and down as a grace of God is a shortcut to be free from the lifetimes, millions of lifetimes memory. Instantly, it will happen instantly. Once you see everything as an act of compassion by the God, then you are free from the frustration, negativity, positivity, ups, downs, happy, suffering, pain. You are all free from this. So you stop judging what is being right and wrong. You start acting consciously. But our mind is always fluctuating in past or in future. Our mind is not silent enough or stable enough to remain in present. So the whole practice or the idea of meditation is being in present moment. Once you are in present moment, you are always in awareness. In awareness, you always do right thing. You never do wrong thing. If you are conscious enough, if you are a regular practitioner, then you can never do anything wrong. You will do always right. That's why you are here. I am supposed to teach you the method of awareness. So, whatever the experiences are going on in your life, through your child, through your husband, because of you, you are giving experiences to others, because we are seeking enlightenment. So, once we know the secret, okay, we have to act equanimity, we need to be harmonious all the time. Instantly we are upgraded to last stage, that is called enlightened being or the master or the siddha. Sadhak, sadhu, siddha. At this stage, we start sharing our deep spiritual insight to everyone. Then we do not work for ourselves. We start returning that spiritual insight to everyone. Because now we have understood, okay, I am free from every clutches of pain and pleasure. I need to make others free from their pains. So here game ends. This is end game. Infinitive or finish, end game. Okay. That's why we are having certain type of family issues, we are having certain type of emotional issues. Got it? So this is your and mind, reality combined.